So we have created a Cloudnloud page where we are planning to post all our initiatives, all our events to make sure everyone is in the same page. So even we are coming up with more internship use case based. So there is going to be Linux, and there is going to be security upcoming. There is going to be automation use case only internship. So you can keep watch out these events, and make sure you are getting the next level in your career, right? And suppose if you have any queries, right? These days we are started receiving a huge number of queries. Yesterday alone, almost 20,000 plus queries in my WhatsApp. I am keep on getting forget even Subha, who is going to present. There are a lot of people in my team which I am bringing now. Instead of sending individual, if you go to Cloudnloud technical group I created, so start post in there, so that other people also will share their views. Maybe my view is will give you one scenario. The other people who are expertise in some of the environment also can share your queries or response here. So the idea here is everyone has to promote your individual profile. So the more you start answer, the more you start ask your questions, so that your profile credibility in LinkedIn will be more safe. That will help you on further job movement or further job reference. That is a major motto I created the technical group. The LinkedIn page, you are going to get all my initiatives from your laptop or from your mobile itself. And also I'm about to launch the newsletter, because some of the people requested me for latest offerings, latest exam coupon, or the latest the Europe initiatives or Europe migration. So we are going to talk many ways to you. Please keep watch out either my profile or the page. Okay, let's come back the session. So yesterday there is a day one session performed, and today also day two. This is we are just a starting point. Again, I'm going to bring more Docker and Kubernetes and security. These are the major focus upcoming days around cloud and DevOps. And I started this Cloudnloud 11 years back, and now I am started inviting people who also want to loud like me, right? From your small knowledge, don't worry about you don't have much confidence on your communication. First of all, I'm keep on flagging that for your growth, for your heights, you no need to fear on your communication. You need have only technical. That I can help you. So first you come forward, give a hand on this bigger initiative towards my cancer dream. And of course, Subha, currently he is working as a cloud engineer. He is handling Docker, Kubernetes, pretty much all DevOps tools. So today he will continue the yesterday session in Docker. So I'm going to hand over to Subha. Probably he can take over. Shiva, you can start, share your screen and present the hands-on part.
Okay, thank you, sir. I will share my screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen. And everyone, after this session, the channel also will be published. My request is to go to the YouTube channel as well as the GitHub. You download these steps, download the scripts, download the documentation. Please follow and practice more in your own lab. If you struck anything, or if you feel something is not working, feel free to submit your queries in the LinkedIn group chat. Yeah, so the GitHub is he's showing. Probably Shiba, you can share this link. Maybe I'll share. You start the session. I will share in the backend to everyone.
Okay.
So those
So
who are looking for the GitHub, simple github.com/cloudnloud. So already I migrated everything as an organization. So feel free to search all the repositories. Of course, we are adding more in coming days with respect to cloud, with respect to DevOps, with respect to security. Feel free to start learn. Yeah, go ahead.
okay. So today in this session we will covering the Docker commands. So yesterday we covered some of theory and basic commands. So today we will covering lab 2, lab 3, and lab 4. All these commands we will discuss. So let's start with the lab 2 session. So yeah, so first command we have is Docker stop. So before executing all these commands, I would recommend to first execute one command one by one, then see what it's showing, then map it with the with another command. Like this, you will get to know like which containers are running and which containers are need to be stopped. So like this, you can proceed. So let's start with this command first. So let me execute. So you need to be as a root user. So yeah, so we can see it's like this much containers are running. So we can see minus q is you. It will only show the IDs. So if you want to see full details of the container, you can give minus a. Uh, Docker yes. Now let's run this command docker stop container. So what it will do is it will stop all the container at once. So let's yeah. So you can see yeah. So you can see all the containers which were running were stopped. So like this, you can check before running, you can check docker ps-1 which containers are running and which container need to be stopped. So then you can proceed with this command. If you want to stop all the containers at once, so you can give all this docker stop, and with this you can give this command. Okay. So let's move to the another command, docker remove. Okay, this will remove all the containers. So let's execute first this command and see what will be the output. Okay, it is showing all the commands about that we have. So we want to remove all these commands, right? So let's execute the whole command, docker remove. See, all the containers has been removed, so we can check again. So there are no containers, right? So let's move to another command. Yeah, so to remove all the images, yeah. So if you want to remove all the images, so same process we will be using. So RMI, this is RM and this is RMI, it means remove images. So this also I will recommend to go with first this command and see what is the output. We will see what are the images are there. Okay, so these are the images. So let's first go with this Docker images. So you can see the full details here. So you are having MySQL, BusyBox, Nginx, and all these images we are having. So we want to remove all these images, right? So we can use this command as a whole. This will remove all the images. So before executing this whole command, first see what the inside this dollar command is showing, then proceed with the whole command. See, all the images are got deleted. Then we can check again Docker images. So no images are there. Okay, so remove all exited container. So if you want to specify if you want to give any filter, so you can also give like filter the command like giving -f status exited, or you can also give created restarting or running or pause. So on the basis of status you can want to give, then you can use filter -f. So as of now, we don't have any containers. So let's see what it will show. So we don't have any containers. So let's download any image. So it's getting pulled and it will run the container. Okay, Docker ps. So yeah, so we have one container with the exited state. So now what command is having ps-a, it will show the command which it will show the container which is having the exited state. So yeah, same it's showing. So now we want to delete this command. So we will execute this whole command docker remove. So what it is showing, docker remove which container which is having the exit state, right? So we'll execute this command. So the container has been removed which is having the exit state above one. Let's check again. So yeah, there is no container running. So yeah, so now you can also filter out more conditions. Like if you want to see like if you want to remove the container which are in exited state or which are in the created state, so that also filter you can use. So let's see here. So again, I think we don't have any image container. So let's run again. Okay, we have. Okay, so container has been created. Let's download one more. So now we have two containers. So these two containers are having exited state. So we will execute this. So what this command will do, it will list out the container which are having exited state or as well as which are having created state. So multiple status also you can give. So right now this condition will be true because we have two containers with the exited state. So let me just show you. So yeah, it is showing all these two containers which are in the exited state. So we will execute this remove command with the same this list command that we have executed before. We will give this in the docker rm command. So both the containers has been removed. We can check again docker ps-a. So there are no containers running. So yeah, so this listing we have seen right now how to list the running container docker ps-a. So if you want to stop all the containers, so we can also give docker psa-q. As I told before, it will show display only IDs, while if you run with the -a, it will show all the details. So we have right now we have removed all the containers. So let's download again, run the containers. So right now we have two running containers in this, in the background. So both are up, both CentOS and Ubuntu containers are up. So let's stop them. So you can use this command if you want to stop all the containers at the once. So you can use this command. So whichever containers are running in the background, it will stop all the containers at once. So yeah, you can check the status again. See, all the both the containers are stopped. So if you want to remove the containers, so same we have executed before, again we will execute. So we can give this. So it will remove both the containers. So we can check again docker ps and a. So there is no container running. So if you want to see the stats of the any container, so you can use docker stats and container ID. So let's run any container. So let's docker status. So we need to give the container ID before this. Let's get the container ID. So this is the container ID we will give in the docker stats. So let's give docker stats. So it will show the stats of the container, like what's the name of the container, how much CPU it's using, and what's the memory usage, what's the limit, and how much memory is being used, and what's the network input output, block input output, and PDS. It will show all the stats of the container. Like this, if you want to check the any status of the container, you can check with the docker stats and then container ID you can give. Then next command is docker history and image ID. Okay. So this will give the inside of the image if you want to see what's inside the image. So let's see how many images we have. So right now we have two images. So we will give let's say Ubuntu docker. That's the command docker history. Okay. And it will give we will give image ID, this image ID. So it will give the insight like how what things had happened in the images, like this all this information. This will it will show. If you want to see the history of the images, what's happened in the image, so you can use this command, history command. And so if you want to remove any particular image, so you can give this docker remove image, and then you can give image ID. So you need to specify your image ID that you have. Don't give this image ID. So let's see, we want to remove Ubuntu image. So we will give this image ID here. See, so Ubuntu image has been removed. We can confirm docker images. So see, only one image we have that is sent to us. Then again, yeah, this again we can give multiple images if you want to remove multiple images. So we can give multiple image ID here. So right now we have only one. So let's download any one, pull any one image. So I'm downloading MySQL. So it's been downloaded. Let's pull another image. Docker pull. So right now we have total 3 images. So total 3 images, and we want to delete these latest that we install. We want to delete these both images. So we can specify in the one command both the image ID. So you can use this command docker rmi. And what the image ID? This is the image ID you need to give. And after the space, another image ID you need to give. So like this, you can give a multiple image ID, which one you need to delete. Then you need to execute it. So all these both images will be deleted. Let's get confirm docker images. So there is only one image left. Okay, so if you want to pull any image, so right now I perform this command. So again, I will perform. If you only download any image, you no need to run any image. So you can also use this pull command. So docker pull. What it will do, it will only download the image from the hub.docker.com and it will store. It won't create any container for this httpd image. So we can see docker images. See, image is being downloaded, or we can also see if container is there for httpd. So there is no container is being created for httpd image. So it's being only downloaded. If you want to run any particular container, so you can run this command I have told in the yesterday session. Let's revise it again. So if you want to run the any container in the detach mode, you can give -it-t, and you can run this command. So let's see docker. So this httpd container has been created. So and both containers are up and running. Want to list then you can use this command. Are in the running state, and what are which containers are up, which container has exited state. So all the information you will get this docker ps-a command. If you want to access the docker container and run some command inside that, so you can use this command docker exit interactive terminal. Then you to give container ID here. Let's give CentOS. And in which shell you need want to execute, in the base shell we will execute. So right now, before we were in our local host, so now we are in the container. You can see container ID here. So you can perform any task here. So like ping command you can execute. So, and if you want to perform any task in the container, you can go inside by docker exe -it, and then you can execute perform any task, and then can again come out from that container exit. Okay. So next what we have, okay, this we have already seen. Okay, docker ps. Okay, if you want to remove any specific container, so you can run this docker rm command, and you can give the image id, sorry, container id of that. So let's remove this httpd container. Okay, yeah. So this is also a thing, you cannot remove any particular running container. So if you want to remove any container, so first you need to stop that particular container, then only you can delete. So Docker won't allow you to remove any running container. So first stop that container. So it's being stopped. Let's see the status. So it's showing executive state. So now we can run this rm command. Yeah, so now it's being removed. Let's check the list. So only one container is running. Next is we have Docker image. If you want to remove any particular image, then you can give this Docker RMI and then image ID. First list, let me list which are the image we have. We have these both images. So let's delete any particular image. We will give this ID. So yeah, HTTPD image has been removed. Let's check again. So yeah, only one image is left here. So we have completed, I guess. So any doubt regarding this lab 2, you can ask. What's the functionality of IT? Minus IT is the interactive terminal, and minus D is used as a detachment. You can also execute as like minus DIT also you can give to run it in the detachment. Yeah. So I think no further question is there, so we can move to our lab, next lab. So lab 3 we will be discussing the command now. Okay. So here, how to restart any container. So let's do this. So what's the first command doc? Okay, we will be listing the containers information, which are the containers are there. So we have these two, only one container. So we need to start. Okay, so let's download any one container. Hmm. Yeah, okay. So these both containers we are having in the exit state. So if you want to restart this Ubuntu container, so what we need to do is Docker restart, and then we need to give the container ID. Let me clear the screen first. So Docker restart it. Okay, now we will run the command Docker restart. Then we will give this container ID. So let's again check. It's not doing. Getting this. Let's try with another container. Docker restart. Okay, so this I'm not getting why it's not getting restarted, but we can see like HTTPD container has been restarted for showing exit state before. So let's move to another. If you want to stop any particular container, so you can stop with this use this command, and then you can give the container ID. So let's stop this container. Now again we will check. Yeah, so both are showing exited state. Also, if you want to start any particular container, so you can give this. So difference between restart and start means restart you can use in your any maintenance. If you are having any maintenance, that during that you can restart that particular container. And Docker restart is to start from the scratch. So let's see. Let's try this. It's getting started. I think this container is not getting started. I don't know why. So let's try with this container. Okay, let's try. So yeah, so this this container has been started again. You can see up. So next command we have docker kill. So Docker kill, what it will do, it will immediately stop the container, which we have specified container ID. So difference between Docker stop and kill is uh, stop command will stop the container gracefully, like following all the processes. Then only it will process. And Docker kill is like you can say force shutdown. It will automatically terminate the container. So let's use this docker kill. We will use this same. So let's check. So you can see this container is being stopped. Docker login. If you have your public repository or private repository on the hub.docker.com and you want to use that repository, so you can also use Docker login to log in into your repository. So we can use this. Then it will ask to enter your username and password. So I have account on the hub.docker.com. So I will give my username and the password I will give. So yeah, you can see like we have logged in successfully in our repository. So if you want to pull or push any image from that, so you can log in into your account with the help of Docker login, and you can perform your task. Docker network. This command will show which network details which we are available for the Docker. So let's run this command to list out which are the network available. So we are having a bridge and we are having host, and this is on which network it is running. This is I think local host. So Docker info will give the whole information about the host on which the Docker is running. It will give the whole information about the host. Let's run this and check what information it's showing. See, it will give you a very big output. It will, so how many containers are running? How many containers are there? How many containers are running? How many are paused and stopped? How many images we are having? What's the server version? All this information Docker info will give about your host. So if you want to check, you can check with the help of Docker info. So now we will copy file from Docker container to local system. Okay. So what we will do here, if you want to copy any particular file from the container to your local directory, you can use this Docker cp command. Then the container ID would be different. So let's first list out the container which are running. So we have CentOS container. So let's go inside. And we will give this container ID. Not this one. So this is the HTTPD PID we are copying. So HTTP means we have the one HTTPD container. Let's run this container. So it's getting started. So let's go inside that HTTPD container and copy this PID file into our temp directory. So you will need to specify this your container ID which you have. Let's give this. Okay. Now you can check ls. See, you can see we were having HTTPD PID. So I will remove this. Sorry. RM. So right now we have nothing in this temp file. So we have nothing here. So again, we will run this and let's see. ls temp, we will check. See, the HTTP ID is coming. So if you want to copy any particular file into your local directory, so you can use this cp command by specifying your container ID and which file you need to copy, your that file full path you need to give, and in which directory you need to copy that directory you need to, that directory path you need to specify here. This is your local machine directory, any directory you can give in which you want to copy the particular file. So if you want to see the history of the image, so you can see that also. So you will see the history, what are the changes has been done in this particular file past. So it will show all the history of the image. Also, you can check the logs of the container. If you want to see more insight of the particular container, you can check the logs. So let's check the logs of the container. So we will give this container ID. So it will give you the logs of the container. So if you want to see or get any information or background details, you can check all those things. So next we will, okay, if you want to search any particular container, so you can also do that. So let's search Docker CentOS. It will show it will go to the hub.docker.com. It will search the particular image and it will show the result. Let's search any other image. Let's say MySQL. So it will show the MySQL also. And if you want to search any other image, you can search that also. Ubuntu. So you can search all the image, which are the image are available. I will recommend to go with the official image that it's showing official. Okay. So other images that where okay is not there, you can skip that, because in that whatever script they are running, we don't know, and what configuration is there, we are not aware of that. It might be vulnerable. So always stick to the official image that it's showing. So next is Docker update help. This is like if you want to go inside the more, if you have more expertise in the Docker and if you want to change the Docker configuration, so you can get update help and you can do which are the option available. So you can see update configuration of one or more containers. So it will show the options like how you can update. So here the descriptions are given. So with that, you can update any configuration of for your containers. So now we will discuss like how to create a volume. So if you want to create a volume for your container, you can use Docker create volume, and then you need to specify the volume name. So let's create the volume. So I will create the volume with the data, with the name data. So volume is being created. So if you want to list how many volumes you have created, you can also verify by Docker volume list. So right now we have only one volume. This is local driver and we have volume name data. So it will show only one volume. Now, if you want to, now we have created the volume, and if you want to mount that volume to a particular container, so you need to use a hyphen mount flag. This hyphen mount flag is used to mount this volume to the specified container. Okay, so here's we can here's the command. So here what we are doing is we are running the Ubuntu container. We are specifying the name example one, and we are mounting the data source. It is the name of the volume. Source equals to data is the name of your volume, and destination where we are giving we want to, on which directory we want to mount. So we will check the see how it will work. So right now we came inside the container, and the let's create one file here in the slash data. So we have created one file here. Okay, let's come out from this container. Okay, now what we will do is we will create another container, and we will associate same volume to the that container. So whatever file we are creating created in that particular directory of that, so it will automatically come into that volume. So whichever container is get it mounted with the same volume, the same file will be available to that container also. So let's check. We will be running the same command with the example 2. This we have done, like we went to the data directory and we created the sample hello.txt, and we exited the container just now. Then we will launch the new container. So before we launch with the name example 1, now we are launching the same container with the example 2. Let's check. Okay, now we are in the container. So let's see if that hello.txt is there in here or not. Less data. See, the hello.txt is there. We have created in the first container. In the here we have created the container the file, but we also mounted that volume with this directory. So whichever file we are creating in that particular directory, it will automatically come to that volume, and another volume, another container to which we are associating that volume, it will also show that particular file in that. So like this, we can create a shareable volume between both the containers. So I think we have seen this ls, and this we have done. So any doubts with this particular lab? So I think there are no doubts. So let's move further. So we will see this commands lab 4. Okay. So yesterday, if you have attended the session, I have executed one command, that is docker system prune. So in that it was showing like it will delete all the stop containers, it will delete all the dangling images and dangling build caches. So what are dangling images? So dangling images are those images which we build through Docker build command, but we haven't specified any tag to them and we haven't given any name to them. And also it is not running in any particular container. So those images are known as the dangling images. So let's see if we have any dangling images or not. So to see, we need to give -f flag for, and we need to give dangling is equal to true to see how many dangling images we have. So let's execute this command. We'll come out from this container. So right now we don't have any dangling images. So let's create one Docker file. So in that we will build one image, and let's see what happens. Vi Docker file. So like this also you can, if you want to build your own image, you can do like this. So let's run this file. So to build any images, we will run the Docker build command. So this dot means like it will automatically refer to the Docker file which you have created. So let's build the image. So it's creating. Okay, so now we have created built that image. So let's list down if we have any dangling images or not. See, this is the image which we have created right just now. Let verify with Docker images also. See, these are the previously images that we have, and this is the image that we have built 33 seconds ago. So this is called the dangling images because it doesn't have any name and it doesn't have any tag. So let's check. Yeah. So we will run this command. So you can see it is showing this is the dangling images. So we can remove that particular image also. So what is, first of all, we will understand what is prune stands for. So if you want to delete any particular images, or if you want to delete any particular containers, so Docker has a very conservative approach towards that. So until unless if you are not giving any explicit command to Docker to remove those images or container, it won't do that. And that also takes the extra space in your disk. So in order to do so, Docker provides a command that is a prune command, which we can give that clean multiple types of objects at once. So system prune also we can use, and with other combination also we can give, like if you want to delete all the dangling images, so we can give this command docker image prune. It will remove all the images at the once, all the dangling images. So right now we are having only one image. So let's execute this. So it will ask, yes, you want to delete. So it has removed that a particular image. So let's see that. So that image has been removed. So next we have Docker image boom. So it will remove all the existing containers. Okay. So it will remove the images which are not being used by any particular containers. So let's check if which containers we are running. So right now we have containers for Ubuntu, HTTPD, CentOS. Okay, so we are having these containers. So let's pull any one container image. So we have image. So let's execute this. So right now we have downloaded that image and it's not being used by any container. So it should delete that particular image. Let's check. So you can see MySQL image has been removed because it was not it was not used by any one container, so it got removed. Also, you can also filter out the images. So if you want if you want to delete the image which are created or which are built until the 20 before the 24 hours, or before more than 24 hours, so you can also filter out by giving hyphen hyphen filter, and you can specify until 24 hours. It means it will delete those images which are created more than 24 hours. So let's execute this command and see what it will show. So right now we don't have any particular image which we build more than 24 hours. So it is showing no output. So let's move to another command. This is this same, I guess. Yeah, Docker container pool. So what this command will do, it will remove all the stop containers. Whichever containers are in the exited state, it will remove all those containers. Let's see which are in the exited state with this Docker PS7. So we have three containers with the existed, which is Ubuntu. Both are Ubuntu and okay, three Ubuntu containers we have. So let's run Docker container prune. This will remove all the stop containers. So let's give this yes. Now let's list the container. So you can see these three Ubuntu containers has been removed. So like this, you can use Docker container prune. And with container also, you can specify the filters, like which are the containers are older than or which are created more than 24 hours. That also you can specify here. So let's check. Yes. So right now we don't have any container which were created more than 24 hours. So it will show no output. So like this, you can filter out for the images as well as for the containers. And you can also delete the containers, sorry, networks which were used for the containers. So let's check if we have any unused network. So we don't have any unused network, so it's not showing any output. So what it will do, it will remove all the custom network which are not used by any containers. So like this, you can delete your network. Yes, and system prune. So if you want to delete everything, so you can also give a Docker system prune command. This will delete all the stop containers, all the network which are not used by the containers, dangling images, and build caches also. So let's execute this.
Yeah, I think people are asking more on dangling
Okay.
images. Okay, I would like to add one point. See, the steps, everything already we have prepared and hosted in GitHub, public only. So while doing, if you get into any confusion or any struck, please don't hesitate. Submit till you get clarified. Don't stop it. So if possible, myself or someone from my crowd, we will create a detailed example and help you. So basically, dangling images, if you are not using during the spin up or during the provision or during the power up, so it will be a catch. So, but there is a performance tuning also. Soon I am going to arrange. Hopefully, I'm going to deliver. So I'll clarify all those issues during that deep dive. So keep ask more queries. So that will clear out more queries. Yeah, go ahead, Desba.
Okay. So if you want to delete all the stop containers and all the networks and all the dangling images at once, so you can give a system prune command. So you need to very careful by using system prune command because it will remove all the containers which you don't want to delete. So before using that, make sure it is deleting the containers which you want. So next we can also delete the volumes using prune commands. So we can give docker system prune -n volumes. It will list out first. Wait. Yeah. So so you can see this here. One more point is being added. All volume which are not used by the container will be removed. Okay. So let's give yes. So deletable. So we have created the volume data and we have deleted that particular container. Ubuntu container is being removed. You can see here. So no images there, no containers there. And also we have deleted that data volume that we have created. So with the system, with the prune volume, you can also delete the particular data. So next we have, yes, if you want to change the behavior of the Docker commands, like if you check those are the containers which are stopped, it should get automatically restarted. So you can run this particular command. What it will do is it will run these Redis container until unless it gets stopped, it will automatically restart, try to restart that particular container.
Subha, only one thing. Actually, there is a
Hmm.
one very important query asked by Davamani. Davamani,
Hmm.
to answer your question, your query is: do we need to know Docker administration while creating Docker images through DevOps and deploying to Azure Cloud? I would like to highlight few points. It's not only Azure Cloud, any cloud using DevOps. So the simple layman one example I released already, Travis, Travis via CI/CD pipeline. So if you can set up those lab step by step, I already provided. That will give you a confidence. Okay, like Travis, there is a lot of tools, TeamCity, Circle CI. You can use any tool, but the thing is you are creating some image with some say database related or application related or a web server related or nginx proxy related, but you have to know once everything is completed, the successful built image only has to be pushed at the end of the day the other side of the world. because say for example you are a image creation team, the other side of the world are going to just use that image to spin up the necessary containers. So they don't know whether this image is corrupted image or good image. So you have to get some idea. I already released you. If you're not able to find out, let me know. I will just provide you the scripts also available already in GitHub. So all you need to do is you need to just set up some server and explore it. Yeah, go ahead, Subha. Sorry. Thanks.
No, so we'll execute this command. So Redis it's been downloaded. Let's see. See, it is showing up. So let's move to another command. So if you want to forcefully apply the policy, restart policy, you can also update with this Docker update command. What it will do, it will forcefully give reset the policy of the hyphen restart whenever the container is being stopped. So you can also give this command. And this is we are running another container. For that also you can give. We don't have any, okay, only Redis one here, no problem. So yeah, like this you can update if you want to forcefully apply the policy, you can give like this command. And also if you want to apply this policy to all the containers, so this command also you can specify. This will list out all the containers and it will update the policy for all the containers. So let's execute this. So you can see all the
Uh,
policies.
so one thing I just want to ask, because there is a very important questions they are asking. Okay,
Okay.
will companies allow to download from public Docker repo? See, first of all, you need to understand the public repo is just for a small POCs. Definitely any enterprise environment, especially on the projects, they never prefer to go with public repo. But there is a community officially approved repositories which you can take it, and from there you can customize it. That will be allowed at some point, but they are really preferred to create your own Docker file. In the Docker file you can refer the officially approved community image. From there you need to create the custom images and push back to your private repository. That is so far I seen the security guidelines perspective, Raj. I already released a couple of manual way of commit as well as the automation way of commit. If you're not able to find out, let me know. But this is what. So you create some private registry. There are a lot of private registry. Already I pointed in my sessions to private registry. Or you can go with the hub.docker.com, create a private registry there itself. That also possible. But you need to explore that the scenario. Go ahead, Subha.
Yeah. I think this we have executed. So now what we will do one thing. We will execute with this crash test asset. What happens when an application crashes? So we will see what will be the behavior of the Docker if any application crashes in the container. So we have created this one small script is being created. What it will do is it will sleep for 30 seconds and it will exit with an exit code of one indicating an error. So let's create first this. Yes, no. So where we have created this file, here in the /home/CentOS we have created. Now we will create one Docker file, and we will add this crash.sh, and we will give this command to run this crash.sh. So let's create the Docker file. We already have, so remove this. So this will give. So here you need to specify the full path of the crash.sh. So what's the full path? We have this /home/CentOS. You need to specify here. Then only it will execute the crash.sh, otherwise it won't execute. Let's save it. Now we will run this file. Let's see. Docker build. We are giving this name testing restart. So let's and hyphen this dot means it will refer to this Docker file. Let's see. You can see the crash.sh is being added, and the container is also running. So let's check. It's not showing. Let's see. Let's again run this build command. Let's see what should build. Okay. Yeah, we can see here. The image has been built. Okay. This command is okay. Now we will run this testing restart. So let's check. So now what we are doing is we have created this image, and we are giving this name, and we are running this image in the detached mode. So let's run this. Now we can see Docker is. See, it is showing exited with the 127. So it means like we have given the exit one, so it will that crash.sh it's being exited, and it will show an error here. So if exit 0 is showing, it means like it has been exited without any error. If anything else it's showing like it has exited with an error. So like this we have created. So we have done this ps command, and also docker ps-a also we have seen. So now If you want to change the default behavior, so before also we did here updated with the here we did this updated this policy. So again, if you want to change, so let's run this. So here we have given restart always. So whichever container is being exited, it will always try to restart that. So let's try again docker ps happening. So if it will keep on trying to restart that particular containers, so you can see this container is being trying to restart this. So let's check again. I think so. If you don't want to execute docker ps hyphen a again and again, you can what you can do is you can use watch command. What it will do, it will execute the particular command every second. So you can see. So here you can see it keep on trying to restart that particular command every second. It will try to restart that. So like this, you can use watch command to check any particular container is being trying to restart or not. And also you can specify the policies also, these no on failure unless stop and always we have used. So it will always keep on trying to restart that particular container. So I guess that's it for today. Any questions? We can end this session or any questions are there?
Shiva, is it still you have to complete so that I
Uh,
can?
yeah, it's completed.
Okay, okay. So to brief all of you, I think I am seeing a lot of questions around where to start. Okay, can because I'm getting a lot of messages. Even these days, my team also getting a lot of queries. So we are keep getting forget. So already I have wrote a lot of detailed forums in even medium.com, but what I'm requesting is because there is a common query from this, many of you sent a private chat to me. So what I'm saying is, don't hesitate. Please submit your query, even if it is not technical. Just put it. That is a way I can get a lot of reminders till I respond. Even you can also share, the others also share whatever you use. It's not necessarily to have it right. Even wrong, you just respond it so that I can respond with a detailed information with how we can start this Docker. Because to be sure, if you are going to be in IT for next 10 years, the Docker Kubernetes, we have to live with it. So please start. I will write up detailed information where to start, how to engage it with use cases. So it will be useful for you. And I'm about to start next week onwards. There is a cloud DevOps internship with only use cases. So those who are just starting, learner, beginner, I would suggest just learn from my channel plus other resources. Once you are ready, keep watch out the page. I'm going to bring the same internship again to make sure you all get benefited so that you can join and do exercise, do use cases along with me. I'm there to push you all. So those who are really struggling to spend a lot of money in trainings or any use cases in your circle, please direct them in a right way. This is the only I'm requesting from all of you. This is the way we can contribute to the community. And also there is a lot of queries received to me one-on-one. Is there any way I can participate on the freelancing? Yes, of course, but I'm doing in another way. I'm not going to give you a project. First, you remove your fear, your shyness, and you first grow. I can help you. Once I seen the real confidence from you, then I can slowly involve in my most of the projects. Those who don't know me, very new, I'm not in India, so don't try the number which I shared directly, but I will be available in the number in the WhatsApp. Thanks everyone. So keep watch out. There is a another migration also upcoming in this week. So please feel free to join and ask all your queries. Thanks everyone.